All right, so what's going on, guys? It is your boy here, of course, the combat consultant, the soundboard guy, Jacob Kruberman, and today I wanted to drop in and give my final thoughts on the upcoming Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight that's happening this Sunday at 2 p.m. in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to be doing a live fight companion, perhaps with one of the fighters, if he does end up coming in, that I've commentated over and I've trained with, so that should be a really fun time. Nonetheless, the reason I wanted to kind of talk about my final thoughts regarding this fight, even though I've made 2 videos on it already, is because I just saw the tail end of the press conference between Tommy and Jake, where there was a wager put on the line that if Jake wins, he gets to take everything that he owed Tommy for the fight. So that's all of Tommy's purse as well as Jake's purse. And if Tommy wins, then Jake has to pay him double what he was going to pay him in the first place. So big stake on the line. Jake goes, gets up to shake Tommy's hand, and Tommy immediately goes into defense mode. And it's actually Tommy's father that ends up agreeing to the wager. This is very important because I think it speaks to the confidence level of Tommy Fury coming into this. I also saw recently, it was from about 2 weeks ago, a reel of Tommy Fury hitting pads under the instruction of his father, and he was messing up with combinations. His fluidity didn't really look right. He was kind of throwing too much into his shots. I get that it's only hitting pads, but the point is, the more footage I look at, the less confident I am in Tommy Fury coming into this fight. And that's saying something because I wasn't really confident before. Speaking specifically about the wager at the press conference, Tommy getting so defensive, getting up and saying, "Oh, what are you getting up for? What are you going to do?" That to me just speaks volumes about the fact that he clearly didn't want to take that wager, right? He still wants money. There's honestly nothing wrong with wanting to be paid what you showed up to fight for. I mean, if you're going to be fighting, right, if you're going to be risking your long-term health, you might as well get paid for it. But the fact is that he knows that there's a chance. This is why he did not want to accept. He knows there's a chance that Jake Paul is going to knock him out. I believe Tommy Fury said, "I'll knock you out within 4.
Where are you? I can't see you. Look at me in the eyes. You're getting put to sleep inside 4 rounds.
Tommy Fury, that shows me that there's some seeds of doubt in his mind about this. And his father, to his credit, and obviously him and Tyson know how to kind of market a fight, immediately takes that, because then that puts extra stakes on the board for the fight, and that makes it a much more entertaining watch for a lot of the fans, because the more stakes you have in any situation, any sport, doesn't even have to be fighting, or doesn't, it could be the NFL, soccer, anything like that. It always makes it more exciting when there's more stakes on the line. That's building up a fight 101. What I wouldn't do, honestly, to be a fly on the wall in the green room that the Furies went back to after this press conference, and Tommy's just sitting there like this, just like looking at his dad so disgustedly that he would even get him into something like that. I mean, listen, I could be wrong, right? And he could go out there, he could starch Jake, but I really don't see it happening. I think that Anderson Silva was honestly a bigger test. I think Tyron Woodley was honestly a bigger test. In terms of optics, we've talked about this so many times on the show, it makes sense because the professional boxer, boom, 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 boom. But purely skill-wise, I don't even think that this is Jake's toughest test. I gotta be honest, I just don't. It could also be that Tommy Fury is under a lot of pressure. I mean, his father and his brother have essentially said, "Hey, if you lose this fight, you're going to stay in Saudi Arabia. We're essentially going to disown you if you lose this." So there's already so much pressure on him. I could understand why he wouldn't want to put more on himself. You could even swing the angle that there's a lot of pressure on him to knock out a YouTuber or not to get knocked out by a YouTuber. So an immense amount of pressure on Tommy in this fight. And honestly, a skill set that I don't see keeping up with Jake's. But guys, that's been my final thoughts on this fight. I could see Jake Paul getting it done via decision or TKO. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I already know I'm going to get some flack for this one, but I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.